Hey, guys. Okay, we got to talk about some serious stuff. I'm gonna wait till a couple of people come on because this is the live that I decided to do. This is the spur of the moment. So yes, wait till people come on, and we got to talk about some things. Yes, we do. All right. Let me wait till some people start coming on. Hey, you all. Hey, hey, guys. Hey, Carlos. Hey, what's going on? I can't hear you clear. You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if you all can hear me. Carlos said he can't hear me clearly. Can you guys hear me? Now you do. Okay, yes. Okay, guys. Yes. So, yes, the audio is good. All right. Okay, thank you. All right. So yes, guys, look. Some of you all were on Zoe channel where we were doing the famous Friday. My phone died and that was that. But we were talking about some things and discussing some things, and you all, this is very serious. We have the Hispanic KKK who's not here to be, it's no black and brown, you all. This is not black and brown. This is a takeover. These people are literally trying to take over our city and our country, but Chicago, period. These people got in the Hispanic KKK, Andre Vasquez, the alderman Andre Vasquez, Jesse Fuentes, Carlos Ramirez Rosa, what's his name? Anthony Cortez. So I can't fit, I'll be messing up those names, but these are your Hispanic KKK. These people are not here for no black and brown. They're here to literally take over our city. And you're going to see it when I show you these videos. I showed some of these videos to you yesterday when we did the live. Yesterday or day before. But this is, the more I thought about it and the more I watched it, these people are not here to correlate, to be assimilate with us. These people are not here to with this black and brown agenda. That's not it. These people are here to take over our communities, take over our city, and take over our country. And I believe it's a cartel. I believe they're working with a cartel, and this is what we have. And we have to be very, very serious about not allowing these people to take our city. These people are the Hispanic KKK. And I'm just telling it like it is. It's no more playing, no more games, because this is serious. And you got to look at I could tell she was very beautiful when, who you talking about? It's finally here, deportations in Chicago. Yes. Yes. So let me, thank you for standing up, black woman. We love you. Thank you so much. Anybody seeing I don't know. But anyway, yes. Let me so I'm getting ready to show you the video. I showed some of this yesterday, but I wanted to talk about this in depth today. These people, the Hispanic KKK, and I think we're going to do a famous Friday on them on Zoe channel, because we have to let people know. We have to let people know what's going on. All right, in Chicago. Listen to these people's words. I need you all to listen to their words. These people are talking like they run Chicago, like Chicago is their city. And man, these are foreigners. These are people who came over here. They're not from here. These are people who came over here, who got into power, and now it's a takeover. And listen to the words. They're demanding like they own Chicago. And we, as the foundational citizens of Chicago and America, we cannot sit here and allow this. Because if we allow this, then it's over. We're just giving it up to them. All right. So let's listen to this. All right, we got people on. Please like, y'all. Please like and share. All right. Please like and share, because if people live in Chicago, they need to see this. If you live in Illinois, you need to see this. You said you mean New Jersey, Chicago. Yeah, these, please like and share. Please like and share, you all. But yes, let me show, and you know what? These are the people that's really this your real insurrectionists. They want to say January the 6th, J6 and all that. When President Trump said, go peacefully protest. Listen to these people. Listen to the words that are coming out their mouth. You got to listen to their words. All right? So yeah, let's get right to it. Okay. We got enough people here. Yes, I was listening. It was making me so upset. Yes. I'm telling you. So this is not your black and brown. This is not this, y'all. This is a takeover. All right. So here we go right here. Let me show you. And these people got a nerve. Okay. So, okay. Now listen.
I want to speak to every individual that's watching today. But before I do that,
let me say this. Okay, let me give you some context of what's going on. Okay, if you don't know that, ICE came in Chicago. ICE came in Chicago Wednesday, and they was down in South Loop. So they came in and they were arresting illegal aliens, and they were taking them in. And this is what you're going to see in the video. This is them at the building that ICE was arresting illegal aliens. Now, some of them had ankle monitors on, criminals. So these are the people that your Democrat parties, these your progressive Marxists, your communists, your socialists. This is these people, Hispanic KKK, my freedmans. They don't like you. Okay, let me just get this straight. Freedmans, they do not come. They're not your friends. They're not, it ain't no black and brown. This is not that. They're coming over to take over the communities, take over our city. Now, my white Chicagoans get it. My white Americans get it. They get it. That's why they're fighting so hard with us. You freedmans got to wake up. Y'all got to wake up, because this falls on us. They are using this black and brown with us. So this falls on us. If we allow them, and they're coming in, taking over our communities. They're not coming in to coexist. They're coming over to take over. And this is serious. So I need you all to wake up and stop being stupid, stuck on stupid with this Democrat garbage they trying to sell y'all. All right? This is your replacement. This is the people who's coming in to replace you. These people are not coming in to coexist with you. All right? So y'all need to wake up. So that's what's happening. ICE came in to get these illegals out, because we know this is the number one threat to the Chicagoans and our community. It's these illegal aliens. But because these people are they people, and they want to take over our communities and take over our city, then now they are set and the mask is coming off. You're going to see who these people are. That's why we call them the Hispanic KKK. So that's what's happening. They're mad because ICE was downtown in a South Loop Wednesday coming to arrest illegal aliens. Yes, what we the people mandated them to do, President Trump to do. And I need you all to listen very carefully to the words that these people are saying and what's coming out their mouth. Because everything they're accusing President Trump of, and everything they're accusing the Republicans of, these are what they're doing. These are who they are. So everything you hear them say, these are the people. This is them. All right? Okay, let me let you hear. So that's the context of this video. So this is
IPO member.
So this is Alderman Jesse Fuentes. Okay, this is her talking. Now she's a alderman. So she holds a political office. So this is treason what she's doing. Let me turn this thing off for a minute. See if y'all can see it. Okay, let me see if y'all can see this. Okay, yeah, so here we go.
want to speak to every individual that's watching today. But before I do that, I want to thank every organizer, every IPO member, every attorney, every neighbor, organizations like OCAD, ISER, Palenque, LSNA, who showed up today to protect our neighbors, who showed up today to protect our families. Thank you for putting your bodies on the line to make sure that we can keep families together. But to the individuals that are watching, don't let that fascist man that sits in the Oval Office convince you that he is only deporting criminals. Don't let that manipulative man convince you that we are better without the people that he is kidnapping from our city. Right. Do not let the White House convince you that we are safer because of what he is doing.
Listen to our words.
What he is doing is putting our communities at the most risk. He is leaving behind children. He is separating families. He is taking away providers. He is taking away organizers from our community. The people that showed up today, they showed up in good faith. They showed up with cases. They showed up with attorneys. They showed up with every single law on their side to ensure that they went back home to their families, and they were kidnapped today by ICE.
Listen to our words, kidnapped.
Do not let anyone else convince you otherwise. And for everyone who is watching who may know a neighbor or a relative, who may receive a text message to show up to an appointment, they may have come from this nonprofit organization getting millions off of kidnapping people.
Listen.
Remind them that they have elected officials who will ensure that we shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Listen to
That
her.
we will demand our mayor and every single department in the city of Chicago to find where they are renting, and we will shut them down.
Shut it down.
Because in the city of Chicago,
Listen.
there are elected officials who wish to keep you safe. Despite that man that's in the Oval Office, you have local elected officials that wish, that work, that will put our bodies on the line to keep you safe. Those individuals that showed up today, they're kidnappers.
Listen.
We can't call them anything else. They rob families of their mothers. They rob families of their siblings. They rob families of their fathers. The image that will forever be ingrained in my head will be the women in handcuffs crying, begging their families to help. The fathers who were taken out of that building crying, begging for us to help. And so we will do just that. We will not rest until we ensure that we demand for their release, because they have every right to be here. And until ICE and all these organizations understand that Chicago is not the place to come.
Look.
We won't let it happen. It happened in Minneapolis yesterday. They tried it here today, and it won't happen again. It is my honor to introduce a partner that's been in this work for a really long time. Someone in many cases who educated.
Good evening.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time even.
Okay. Right quick. Did y'all hear the words that this thing just used? Did y'all hear the words that this thing that's a threat? She said that we're gonna make sure when ICE the buildings they rent out, that they can't rent these buildings out. We're gonna make sure they get up out of here. And she threatened them. Said that we're gonna make sure that they know not to come to Chicago. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are as an elected official telling the federal government, federal agents that you're going to run them up out of there and that they can't come to Chicago? Bro, this not your city. You don't own Chicago. You're a foreigner. We don't even know if you're here legally. And you got the nerve to tell ICE or tell people, a federal agent that work for the American people, we the people, to tell them that you can't come to Chicago? Who do you think you are? You're not even a real Chicagoan. No, the real foundational people of Chicago said, we want ICE to come in. And I don't care, no foreigner or who you think you are going to stop that from happening. So you just threatened a federal officer and you put the lives of the federal officer in danger. Listen to the words she used: kidnap, tearing away from fascists, Marxists. Listen to the words she using. They can't come here just like they did Minneapolis. We're going to run them up out of here. Who do you think you is? Talking about you going to run a federal agent up out of here. Lock these Hispanic KKK foreigners up. They going to learn not to come over here with that anti-American agenda, and then going to come into our city and and try to tell us what we can't do. No, you got the right ones. Lock these anti-American foreigners up. And see, what happened is the Democrat Party then allowed these people, then funneled these people to get in office through their party. And these people are not for America. These people are not for American. This broad gonna come and talk like she owns something. Like, oh, this ain't happening in Chicago. Oh, we gonna shut it down. Okay, we gonna see President Trump, pound body, come make an example out this broad and all the rest of them who gonna think they gonna stop. And you heard what she said, we gonna put bodies on them. You gonna put bodies on ICE. So ICE have already they like Tom Homan, I showed you on the video, they've been getting threatened, their lives are being threatened. So now what happens if one of those ICE officers get killed? Because you are telling illegals that they're being kidnapped, that they're being torn from their family. They're not being torn from their families. They got a choice to go with the family, to go with their mother, to go with their father. The kids ain't got to be torn from them. They can go right with them. And Trump got an app where they can just deport themselves, where they can get on the plane, we're paying for it, the taxpayers, and they're flying them back to their country. So they got options. They have options, but how that is broad, how that is foreign abroad come and tell Chicagoans, the real Chicagoans, what she gonna allow in our city. See, we didn't let these people get too comfortable. And y'all keep let these people get too comfortable under this umbrella of this black and brown garbage. That's what y'all allowed. And now these people, I told y'all, this is not the black and brown that we think it is. This is a takeover. These are the cartel. These are people who are in here to make sure that anybody who's talking about defund the police and defund ICE and all that, that's a threat to the United States. That's a threat to America. We ain't trying to defund them so y'all can bring the cartel in, so y'all can bring all these foreigners in, so y'all can let all these illegals in and take over our communities while y'all want us to defund ICE and defund the police. Y'all got to be out y'all rabbit mind. And we got to stand up. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, and I'm talking to my freakness. Y'all Negroes better wake the freak up. Y'all Negroes better wake the freak up. Because I'm so tired of y'all talking about, how I just can't do Trump. I just can't do Trump. This is way past Trump. What's happening in Chicago don't have nothing to do with Trump. This has something to do with these progressive Hispanic KKK, and Brandon Johnson is a part of it. He's just a puppet with them. That's what it is. Let me just let y'all hear with these. Let y'all hear with this. But I'm going to go back because we're going to spend a little time on these videos. I want y'all to hear the words. Now remember, when President Trump said go peacefully protest, they said he incited an insurrectionist. He did all this. He told them to go and do all of this, and he told them to peacefully protest. This broad right here is talking about, hey, we're not going to let that happen. Don't you ever come in Chicago. ICE, don't you come in Chicago again. We're gonna let them know. Okay. Make an example of this broad right here. Because see, I'm tired of these people. But let me go back a little bit before we go to this. Go to the other Hispanic KKK. Look, talking about we ensure that we shut it down. Look into this.
Millions of kidnapping.
Shut it down.
Remind them that they have elected officials who will ensure that we shut it down. It's off kidnapping.
Shame on them. Shut it down.
It's off kidnapping.
Look what she doing.
And for everyone who is watching who may know a neighbor or a relative who may receive a text message to show up to an appointment that may have come from this nonprofit organization
Inciting the
this is
violence.
of kidnapping.
Shame on them. Shut it down.
Remind them that they have elected officials who will ensure that we shut it down.
Shut it
Who
down.
are you?
That we will demand our mayor and every single department in the city of Chicago to find where they are renting, and we will shut them down.
Shut it down.
Because in the city of Chicago, there are elected officials who wish to keep you safe. Despite that man that's in the Oval Office, you have local elected officials that wish, that work, that will put our bodies on the line to keep you safe.
Your body on the line, really?
Those individuals that showed up today, they're kidnappers.
Okay. You see what she said? Those individuals that showed up today, those ICE officers, are kidnappers. Now, what do you think people who have who don't have illegals who feel like, okay, I'm getting ready to be deported. I'm getting ready to, this gonna happen, who have nothing to lose. What do you think they gonna do? She just said they showing up, these people that showing up to your office, to you are kidnappers. Now you're putting them in their head that, okay, this is a threat. These people are the enemy. These are kidnappers. Imagine if you was you American citizen, you a law-abiding citizens. Imagine if you went online and told people to do that to a federal police officer. They gonna lock your butt up for saying that you a terrorist and you are inciting violence against a federal officer. They gonna lock your butt up. You go online and you go tell people that ICE officers or police officers are a threat and a kidnap and all that. They gonna lock your butt up because they gonna say that you inciting violence against a federal agent. And now you got this broad telling illegal aliens who don't have nothing to lose. So now you already putting these ICE officers in danger and the police officers who are around. These people need to be locked up for treason. It's way past this, y'all.
They rob families of their mothers. They rob families of their siblings. They rob families of their fathers. The image that will forever be ingrained in my head will be the women in handcuffs crying, begging their families to help. The fathers who were taken out of that building crying, begging for us to help. And so we will do just that. We will not rest until we ensure that we demand for their release, because they have every right to be here. And until ICE and all these organizations understand that Chicago is not the place to come.
Yes, it is.
It happened in Minneapolis yesterday. They tried it here today, and it won't happen again.
Yes, it will.
It is my honor to introduce a partner that's been in this work for a really long time. Someone in many cases who has...
Good evening.
Andre Vasquez, he the other
I'm having
one.
a hard time even finding the words. We're here in what we call the United States of America, watching a fascist, small, weak, evil, insecure man dividing a country.
Listen to his words.
We're seeing families being separated and torn apart. Mothers, daughters being carted out by the state, by government, by people with weapons. And we're watching profiteers like Geo Group falsely getting people here who want to follow the law. Law-abiding people coming to report to do the right thing, and they come to meet the government with guns looking to separate families. There is nothing united about that. We're the city of Chicago, a welcoming city unless you're a fascist.
Listen to this.
A welcoming city founded by an immigrant and an indigenous woman.
Okay, you hear what he said? Founded by immigrants and indigenous ones. These are these people. I told y'all, these people not here to assimilate and respect our culture and respect who we are. These people are here to take over and rewrite the history and say they the people. It's founded by them. This is what you gonna have. This is what y'all gonna keep letting happen and gonna keep playing with these people. These people not here to coexist with you. That ain't what they here for. They want to take over, and that's what they trying to do.
That is who we will remain. It is why
We're talking about criminals. Stop trying to blur a line. No, we're not. Criminals are not allowed here, and we're taking our city back. We're taking our country back. And these people, I'm telling y'all, we got to stand up. Listen to the words he talking about.
guns looking to separate families. There is nothing united about that. We're the city of Chicago, a welcoming city unless you're a fascist. A welcoming city founded by an immigrant and an indigenous.
Listen to this.
That is who we are. That is who we will remain. It is why we show up and we don't leave. Martin Luther King teaches us all to have a moral obligation to disobey unjust laws.
This Negro, this dude had the nerve to use Martin Luther King and said Martin Luther King showed us that we don't have to listen to laws that Freedmen's, y'all still okay with this garbage? Y'all still okay with this Hispanic KKK using Martin Luther King to talk about what he won't allow in the laws for illegal aliens? I keep trying to tell y'all keep letting these people lump y'all in with everybody. You keep letting them lump you in with LGBT. You keep letting these Democrats lump the enslaved, descendants of the enslaved. We keep letting them lump us in with illegal aliens. Before you know it, it ain't gonna be in descendants of enslaved. It's gonna be LGBTQ and illegals. These people are not here. Don't you ever use Martin Luther King, and don't you ever use anything else about our plight when you are referring to illegal aliens who cross that border and are criminals. We are not the same. And how dare for him to even feel comfortable to use Martin Luther King to describe this situation lets you know that y'all Freedmen's done dropped the ball. This is how they got y'all with this black and brown garbage. They got y'all fighting against y'all own, they got you for fighting for y'all own demise against your own interests. And this is how slow y'all are, because y'all so mad at Trump.
And what we see to meet the government with guns, looking to...
Wait a minute, let me go back.
There is nothing... City of Chicago, evil, insecure man dividing a country, falsely getting people here who want to follow the law, law-abiding people coming to report to do the right thing.
Hold on, these ain't law-abiding people.
We won't let it happen.
Mothers, daughters, with guns, looking to separate families. There is nothing united about that. We're the city of Chicago, a welcoming city unless you're a fascist. A welcoming city founded by an immigrant and an indigenous woman. That is who we are. That is who we will remain. It is why we show up and we don't leave. Martin Luther King teaches us all we have a moral obligation to disobey unjust laws.
To disobey.
And what we saw today was elected officials and people doing exactly that because they understand if you give an inch, they'll take it all. They come for those they feel are the weakest, those they feel are defenseless. What do you think they're going to do to the whole city of Chicago if we allow any of that to move forward?
They going to do we ask them.
In this country, we have three groups of people. The indigenous people who had their land stolen from them.
Look at this.
Descendants of slaves who were stolen from their land and built this country. And everyone else is an immigrant or descended from immigrants.
Listen to this.
If you don't understand that, go look in the mirror, learn your history, and stop allowing yourself to be divided by someone who's seeking to gain power while making this country worse. We're never going to stand for it. And as it relates to the city of Chicago, any involvement that this Chicago Police Department has
Listen.
in this welcoming city is going to be investigated. We're moving forward to call for a hearing to understand what happened here, and any single time there's any interaction, we want to know what's happening because these are your tax dollars, right?
Y'all, oh,
So we're gonna call.
listen, that was a direct threat to Brandon Johnson. He listened to what he said. Any law enforcement that's helping ICE or don't helping ICE in any way, then they're going after them. This is a direct threat to him. Listen to what I keep telling y'all. You gotta listen to these words that are coming out of these people's mouth. Listen to what this man's saying. So Brandon Johnson, he checking Brandon Johnson. You better get your officers. You better not let them help Brandon Johnson. You know what time it is. And you see how he tried to do that black and brown, that descendants of slaves and all that with our plight. We are not the same. We are not the same. And I'm tired of these people using our plight to get what they want, and we never get anything that we need. Don't use us. Stand on your own 2 feet. Stand on your own. Whatever your plight is, whatever gripe you got with the city or the America, you deal with it on your own. We're not fighting together because we can't afford to fight with nobody. The freedmen and the Americans and the Chicagoans, we cannot afford to fight with nobody. We can't afford to fight the LGBTQ plight. We can't afford to fight the immigrants fight. We can't afford to fight the illegals fight. They don't have nothing to do with us. We have to make sure, because we're in a dire situation. We're not going to make it. We keep letting everybody come over here and take, and they put them in our community. You don't have nothing in your community. No black-owned businesses, no businesses, but all foreigners got business in your community. But you want to keep letting these people talk about this slavery with us and our plight. No, we're not the same. Go, whatever you got, whatever gripe you got, deal with it on your own. You fight that. But you're not going to use us, and you're not going to use our tax dollars, and you're not going to use Americans and Chicagoans. We ain't with this. We don't want illegals. Illegals is destroying our community, destroying our social, taking our resources, destroying the social fabric of our city and state and country. We don't want them here. All right. So go, if you want them here, go back to your country and you take them with you. We finna end all of this garbage.
Call on Mayor Johnson to make sure that.
So look at this threat to Brandon Johnson.
This country, we have 3 groups of people. The indigenous people who had their land stolen from them. Descendants of slaves who were stolen from their land and built this country. And everyone else is an immigrant or descended from immigrants. And if you don't understand that, go look in the mirror, learn your history, and stop allowing yourself to be divided by someone who's seeking to gain power while making this country worse. We're never going to stand for it. And as it relates to the city of Chicago,
listen,
any involvement that this Chicago Police Department has in this welcoming city is going to be investigated. We're moving forward to call for a hearing to understand what happened here, and any single time there's any interaction, we want to know what's happening because these are your tax dollars, right?
Yeah.
This welcoming city. So we're going to call on Mayor Johnson to make sure there's accountability in place. So the police department, he is the boss of. But this is something you should all know. We're not going anywhere.
Listen.
We're going to be right here every single time. And if you're out there and need help, si ustedes son inmigrantes y necesitan ayuda, tienen que llamar a ICER por cualquier cosa porque necesitan información.
Look
El número es 855.
Look at this garbage.
7693. If you're out there and you're documented and you're trying to do the right thing and you have a doubt about what text message you're getting about showing up where, you call ICER 855-435-7693. This is the city of Chicago. It is the most American city in the country.
No, it's not.
It's going to remain that way, even if the White House is un-American. Thank you very much.
Now you're going to sit there and say, listen to what your tax dollars is being spent. Exactly. Exactly. Because illegals ain't paying taxes. So exactly. So our tax dollars is being spent, and this is what we're demanding. These people got it twisted. Let them move into his house. Exactly. Right. And they can pay that. Yeah. Go. He got the nerve to say these are your tax dollars and you should know where it's going and be in charge of where it's being spent. Exactly. Exactly. And we're not going to spend no more of our tax dollars on illegals. Exactly. You said it clear. In President Trump, that was a direct threat to you. That was a direct threat to ICE agents. And these people need to be locked up because they are inciting an insurrectionist. They are putting the lives of the officers, the police officers. Now, we just had a fallen officer who just got killed. Now, you're going to sit there and say, and any police officers that's helping ICE, whatever, that's a threat. You putting a mark on their back. These people need to go to jail. These are not our people. These people are not with us. That's why we call them the Hispanic KKK. These are not, This is not it. Now listen to the next Hispanic KKK. All these are threat to ICE and to President Trump. You see what they kept saying to the White House, Trump, please make an example of these illegals. Please make an example of these foreigners. Let these foreigners know who they playing with. Yeah, okay, you playing with America, you gonna call them, you gonna act like you don't know what time it is. And we got the most American first president in office right now, Trump. Please make an example of these ones right there. I thought I wanted you to make an example out of Brandon Johnson. No, and Pritzker. No, make an example of these people first. Please do. These are the anti-American. Man, please, talking about the White House is anti-American. Dude, if you don't get your... Oh, let me get these trolls up out of here. Oh man, some trolls, but this ain't the day right now. All right, let me show y'all another one. This is another one. This is another one, your Hispanic KKK. So all these people are talking big stuff. All these people think they run Chicago. All these people are doing contrary to what we ask President Trump to do and what we want, because the Chicago citizens don't want that. Only a small few that afford us, the KKK, the ones who want to take over our country and our city and our neighborhoods, these are the ones who calling for that. No, dude, we not standing for that. I keep telling y'all, we got to take our city back. We can't be playing with these people. It's over for that. Now look at this one. Byron Central Lopez. This is another one. This dude needs to be deported tomorrow. Listen.
And here in Chicago, we are saying.
Listen to this. And they always keep talking about here in Chicago. Dude, you don't even supposed to be here. Look at this.
What we saw here today, masked individuals. These are people are no law enforcement. These are masked individuals. These are Proud Boys.
Listen to him talking about masked individuals while having people behind him with masks on. This is how dumb these people are. He's talking about masked individuals, all while people behind him with masks on. This is how idiot these people are. Please like the video, y'all. Like and share. I need you all to like and share the video because I need people to get this. Okay, now look at this idiot.
Masked individuals. These are people are no law enforcement.
Look at the
These are
mask.
masked individuals. These are Proud Boys. Don't show their faces. They're kidnapping people. And here in Chicago, we are saying no to the fascist dictator who's kidnapping people. There was a mother who had a 10-year-old boy who now has no mother. Guys, Abolish ICE. Or we saw.
When we arrived,
So this man said, fuck ICE and abolish ICE. No, no, no. No, it ain't fuck ICE and it ain't abolish ICE. And anybody talking like that don't need to be here. Anybody talking like that don't need to be in a political seat. Anybody talking like that needs to be in jail for treason. It ain't no fuck ICE and abolish ICE. No, dude. Why? So y'all can take over? So all y'all illegals and foreigners can take over? No, that ain't that. No, we want ICE. We want the police. No, we want that. We want that. No, we back ICE. And we back the police. So all this, people who talking like that, need to go over to their country and go over there and you tell your country to skip the police and all that. Sell all the drugs in your country and tear down your country. But don't come over here with that. Because we want ICE. And anybody talking about fuck ICE and abolish ICE need to be in jail. Marxists, that's what they are. Notice everything they say, call it a Proud Boy. No, y'all the Proud Boys. Y'all the Hispanic KKK. Call ICE, yes. And I made sure, when I posted that on X, and I made sure I tagged everybody in these videos. Go back to your country if you don't like it. And we are not African Americans. I just saw that. We're not African Americans. We're freedmen. We're not African Americans. We're descendants of enslaved. We're freedmen. That's what we were called when we were freed. The Constitution called us freedmen. The descendants of the enslaved. We are the descendants of the enslaved that was here in America, who built America and who were free in America. So we are freedmen. We're not African Americans, just foundational Black Americans. That's who we are, freedmen. So we just getting that straight. So Rocket, yeah. So that's so whatever. So no. So the thing is, oh yeah, baby, I'm from America. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Born and raised. Yes, I am. I'm not. I wasn't born and raised in Africa. Sorry, sweetie. Sorry. I know Jesse Jackson told y'all that and want y'all to believe that, but that ain't it. Sorry. Yeah, Jesse Jackson used that African American garbage. Spanish KKK, yes. So, you all, I had to show y'all now, look. Tom Homan already told you that ICE was being threatened. And look what these people are doing.
Chicago police officer.
Tom Homan already told us that ICE is being threatened. Look at these people. I want to show you some more of these people. Look at these all your Hispanic KKK, y'all. They all with this rhetoric. They all with this calling ICE kidnappers, inciting violence. Look at these people. They all alike. Look at this. Look at this. They all the Hispanic KKK. Listen.
Deportation defense working groups in our communities, and we have a network of groups that coordinate citywide. The callous response that these people have is shameful. It is the very curt and cold responses that we sometimes receive by the Chicago Police Department. We have sanctuary laws in the city. We have the Trust Act, law in the state of Illinois. We want to make sure that our local law enforcement is compliant with the laws that we pass. We saw ICE officials and federal agents then start to amass vehicles to try and get into this driveway. Myself, Alderwoman Rossana Rodriguez, and Cook County Commissioner Jessica Vasquez then stood to block the driveway because right now...
Okay, so look, they blocked the driveway. So now they obstructing. So they adding and abating criminals and they obstructing the federal officers. His words. This is why they need to be locked up. I hope y'all can hear this because this kind of low.
Try and get into this driveway.
Okay, let's do this. So listen to this,
Good evening,
man.
everyone. My name is Anthony Joel Casada, and I'm the alderman of Chicago's 35th Ward. This afternoon, a number of us, of elected officials, were mobilized because we are members of deportation defense working groups in our communities. And we have a network of groups that coordinate citywide. And the callous response that these people have is shameful. It is the very curt and cold responses that we sometimes receive by the Chicago Police Department. We have sanctuary laws in the city. We have the Trust Act, law in the state of Illinois. We want to make sure that our local law enforcement is compliant with the laws that we pass. We saw ICE officials and federal agents then start to amass vehicles to try and get into this driveway. Myself, Alderwoman Rossana Rodriguez, and Cook County Commissioner Jessica Vasquez then stood to block the driveway because right now we need the moral clarity and courage to fight back against these harmful, evil policies.
Look.
We as public officials and we as community members must stand up and reject these policies that are—
When our children and grandchildren look back at this time,
Y'all ready to take y'all city back now? Are y'all ready to take y'all city back now? Are y'all ready to end these sanctuary city laws? Are you all ready to end these sanctuary cities? Are you all ready to end these sanctuary city laws and take our city back? Because all this man said, all he was saying was sanctuary cities. We blocked ICE. That's okay. You are obstructing. You are obstructing a federal officer. Thank you for saying that on camera. And you are aiding and abetting criminals. Thank you. So are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to take your city back? Are y'all ready to end these sanctuary? Are y'all tired of these policies? Y'all ready to do this? Because we got to do this, y'all. We got to do this. This midterms. We have to do this. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Y'all ready to take Chicago back from these foreigners, from these people who hate America, from these people who don't listen. We don't want this. So I know how they benefit from it because they get money. Now think about it, y'all. What's so funny is not one of these illegal alien shelters are in their communities. Isn't that, you don't find that ironic? So they want them all in our community to take over our communities, but they don't have none in their communities. Andre Vasquez don't have no illegal alien shelter in his ward. None of them. None of your Hispanic KKK that's out here fighting so hard talking about this day city and blah, blah, blah. Not one illegal alien shelter is in their community and they ward. That's cool with y'all. Y'all don't see how they're just doing this to put them up in our communities to take over. Because now all you're going to know is y'all keep playing. And before you know it, all Chicago is going to be Hispanic. Where all are, because I'm telling you one thing. My white brothers and sisters ain't taking it. They ain't having it. You think they finna go up north? You think they finna go in their community and take over? They ain't gonna have it. They not going for it. It's you slow Democratic plantation mindset freedness that's allowing this garbage. So you gonna keep it up because I just got a text in my inbox saying, just got a message in my inbox saying, Danny, I'm finna send you a video. The Venezuelans and illegals are taking over the West Side. Are taking over the West Side. So these people are here. Your Hispanic KKK aldermen are all talking about ICE, telling they doing a virtual signal to tell these illegals to hurt ICE. to do what they got to do. They keep using those key words, those trigger words: kidnap, fascist, Marxist, separating families, tearing your fathers from your families. What do you think that's going to incite? What do you think that's going to do to the average person who don't have nothing to lose? And you notice all of them said these same words because they know what they're doing, because they want people to hurt ICE. They think that they run Chicago, and they think that they run because we so stupid. We didn't already allow them to come in and take over our communities. We didn't already allow them to come on and take over. So now they think they're going to threaten President Trump. Now somebody replacement needs to happen. This is what they own. Yup, they think y'all dumb. That's why they trying to get their foot in the door to take over y'all community. That's exactly. And we are dumb. We are, because we not even seeing what's happening. I mean, all the places, look at Inglewood. Hispanics all up in there. Look at illegals. Go look at the west side. They taking over. Look at the south side. So these Hispanic KKK aldermen want them to come in here. They not in their community because you know why? The Venezuelans and the Mexicans don't get along. They don't get along. So they're not going to put them in their community. They're not going to put them in their community, but they're going to put them all in our community. They're going to take over our community, push us out. And we're going to be pushed out. And then next thing you know, where our community was, where the Freeman community is not going to exist no more, like in California. And you're going to have all Hispanics running the south side, the west side in Chicago. And y'all sit up there steady talking about, hey, I just can't do Trump. This way bigger than Trump. This is how messed up y'all are. On your local level, you have Brandon Johnson, you have all your aldermen in align themselves with these Hispanic KKK because they selling out too. Because they getting paid too. They just sold us out to the cartel. So, like I said, y'all, I mean, y'all better wake the freak up. Now, ICE have already been threatened. So you had Tom Homan saying that ICE was threatened and things like that. And that's why now we had our president who said, oh, okay, now this what he did. Because I'm with them. I don't play with these people. Don't play with these people at all. Let me see if I can find that. Look what Trump did. Ain't nobody playing with these people.
For such a purpose, proponents say they wouldn't be needed at all if the U.S. border wasn't wide open for the last several years, which allowed untold times the resources at ICE's disposal are not enough, as the agency only has 6,100 agents who can act in a deportation capacity. And with the president planning to deport potentially millions of criminals living in the U.S. illegally, that won't be enough. And that brings us to the real reason 20,000 troops are being requested. ICE is short-handed. They don't have the tools to get this job done. And when officers do try to do their jobs, oftentimes they're in danger. Not just from the criminals they're after, but also from armies of activists who show up on the scene at the last minute and stand in the way of our troops. And with estimates placing the true number of those illegally living in the country at over 20 million people, ICE agents not only have a monumental task ahead of them, but they're finding it very expensive and time-consuming to arrest even one determined individual, like this guy.
We were sitting in our car when we saw that man run across the lawn, across the street here. Officers chased him down this hill into this pond. Multiple officers approaching him from different sides. Now, as he gets near the edge of the pond, an officer in blue runs up and tackles the man into the water, then lead him away to a car. Now, I did have a chance to speak with some of those officers here right afterwards. They told me they were immigration officers.
That dramatic takedown took 5 agents. 5 agents to bring down one person, which is why Homeland Security wants 20,000 troops. However, as you can imagine, there are progressive forces inside America who think all of this is evil and don't want it to happen one bit. Because as you're about to see, deploying troops to back up ICE when they go to catch criminals is going to work.
They're doing a great job in finding criminals all over the country. They want to do a great job, and they're going to need more boots on the ground to do it.
Is it possible that they could be involved in some of these arrests and some of these apprehensions in cities, large or small, wherever it may be?
This is the ICE mission. They're going after the worst of the worst in every city and town in America. There's tens of thousands of them in each location, and so having that additional support is going to make a big difference for them.
It's crazy to think that right now in America, you have more...
Just said, what did he just say? 20 million. I say 22 million illegals here. And they're threatening ICE. You got these protesters, like you just said, these activists standing in their way. So yes, President Trump, now he's deploying, y'all just saw 20,000 troops. Yes, bring the army in. Come get these people. Bring the army in. We got tens of thousands of people here. Yes, bring the army in. Bring them on. So since these activists and these people want to sit there and stand in their way, bring the army in. Let them deal with the army. Please do. Please do. Please bring them in and let these people deal with the army. Throw these people in jail, because I'm tired of these people. No, it is that many. It is that many. Yup, National Guards. Bring them in. Absolutely. So these people want to talk stuff and want to play that game with them. But yeah, let's see them play that game with the army, with the National Guards. Let's see them stand in that way and do that. Ain't nobody finna play with these people.
We go back now to our reporter, Christina.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's what we on. That's what we on. I don't have, they will have, yeah, and I don't have, listen, y'all, here go the thing. Legal immigrants, I'm not talking about them. See, the Democrat Party like to brutalize with them. I'm not talking about them. I actually went out there in Brighton Park and we were all together. It was some illegal immigrants there, but they had been here for a long time and they were trying to get citizenships. So it was Hispanics, it was Asian, it was Indians, Haitians, all of them in Brighton Park, and we were protesting together. So when it come down to legal immigrants and things like that, I love them. Those my people. So let's not get that confused. I'm not talking about legal immigrants or immigrants that came here and trying to get citizenship, been here for a long time trying to get citizenship, doing things the right way, and they're waiting for their immigration lawyer. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that just came in, that Biden and Harris let in, the 22 million. That's the people I'm talking about. Illegal aliens. So don't come up and say, oh, you hate immigrants. No, I don't. I roll with them. I was out there protesting with them, marching with them. So I'm not talking about that. Don't even try it. But we're talking about illegal aliens. No. So yeah, I'm just telling y'all, when y'all ready to take your city back, when y'all ready, the taxpayers and these people, the Hispanic KKK aldermen that's talking, we pay their salaries. And y'all advocating for everybody except Americans. This not what we want, but that, like I said, come election time, it's over for them. Come election time, it's over them because you look, we flipping Chicago red. The sanctuary city is going to be no more in the sanctuary cities. And we're going to work with the Chicago Police Department and to help get these people up out of here. So that's what it is. Let's go. If y'all ready Chicago, if y'all ready Illinois, we got to do this. Y'all have to register to vote. We have to register to vote, register as many people as you know, and they have to go Republican. We got to get, because we're going to be running some Republicans. And they're going to be vetted, and they're going to be great people who are committed to working with the people and all about the people. And they're going to, this LGBTQ queer, reading it to the kids, this queer story hour, all this stuff you teaching it to our kids, this transgender right in our schools, that's over for that. Period. We're taking our city back and our state back. That's it. And if y'all, and I know, listen, y'all, some of y'all saying, we get so many people saying, Danny, I mean, okay, the Democrat Party, I'm done with them. Republican Party, I just can't do Republicans. But I love y'all. I believe in you all. I believe in Chicago flips red. I love Chicago flips red. Okay, that's understandable. It really is. Because the established Republican Party can't nobody do. People are voting for MAGA, for Make America Great Again. So I understand that. So people say, I can't do Trump. I can't do Republicans. I can't do the Democrat. Okay, but I love Chicago flips red, what they stand for. We get it. We get it. So if that's the way y'all feel, if that's the way you say, I can't do either party, but I believe in what you all are doing, okay. So just roll with us. All right? Seriously. So one thing what you're going to do, though, what you have to do, you have to show the Democrat Party in Chicago that y'all not playing. Even if y'all got to register as an independent and vote our ticket, that's cool. I mean, that's just if you can't do it. We are Republicans. We came from Republicans. Freedmen were Republicans, y'all. When Lincoln freed the enslaved, we were Republicans, y'all. Harriet Tubman was a Republican, y'all. So listen, all we doing is revamping the Republican Party and making it make Chicago great again. We making Chicago and Illinois great again. And it's just, we just bringing it back home, but we doing it our way. We doing it the grassroots way. It ain't no career politicians. It ain't no stealing people money, taking our money. It's we the people. It's we the people, the grassroots people are taking our communities back, taking our city back, taking our state back. That's it. We're going to make Chicago great again. We're getting ready to make Illinois great again. That's where it is, y'all. That's the party. We got to stop voting these people in. We got to get this out of here. Yeah, Harriet Tubman was a Republican. Lincoln was too. She was helping Lincoln. He was one freed the enslaved. We got to try something different. We got to do something different. And if it's the right person, if it's the right people, and I understand, because ain't nobody just voting for anybody. That's over with. It has to be the right people who's for us, who's for the people, not to be greedy, not to no career politician. That's over with. It's over with them. It's for we the people. You have to be for the people. It has to be all about the people of Chicago and Illinois. Because if we don't do that, y'all, it's over for us. You see the way these people talking. They're talking like they own Chicago, which they think they do. Because Brandon Johnson and the Democrats have sold us out. They tried to sell America out. They tried to sell Chicago out. It is what it is, y'all. But we just standing up. So, yeah. Yeah, so y'all. Look how dumb this person is. Look how dumb just trying it. Talking about she thinks Trump going to write her a check. She think Trump is going to write her a check. This is how dumb these people. I told y'all, these are who we dealing with. These people give their neighborhoods away to people. These the people that's dumb. I don't care about, I just told y'all, this have nothing to do with Trump. Let's take Trump out of this. This had nothing. These people were your local aldermen, your local politicians that have nothing to do with Trump telling you what it is. Why are you mentioning Trump when these were your local politicians? This is your local politicians telling you what it is. Telling you that they taking over it. Look, this is what it's going to be. And I'm waiting for Trump to send me a check. I can care less about Trump sending me a check. That's how stupid people are. This is how dumb. I'm letting people know what's going on in their local and their city because you can see it. But I'm telling you why it's happening and how it's allowed to happen. And I'm showing it. And this is what people. This is the. I just, you know, y'all. Yeah. That you just going on. You just going on about your business, please. All right. So yes, you all, I'm learning how to use my computer. I got me a computer. So I'm going to be playing on my computer. So I will be going on my computer next so I can learn how to use that. So I can get on here with my computer and I can show you the videos like that. All right, you all. So I don't care if you say it's not true. I don't care. I don't care what you're saying. All right, Danny, when you going to make me a mob, I'm sick of these trolls coming in. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Try to do it, learning how to use a computer. Look at David Gonzalez. He mad. He real mad. So y'all look. This is what we own. This is what we're going to do. We're taking our country back. We're taking our city back. We're taking our state back. These people about to get up out of here. And if the ones who want to be here, they're going to have to learn to assimilate to what our culture is, who we are as Chicagoans. We are a melting pot as Chicagoans. But we have to respect everybody. You're not coming in taking over. Especially nobody who came here 2 and 3 years ago think they finna come over here and take over Chicago. Not going to happen. All right? You're going to respect everybody that's here. If you don't, you got to go. But you got to go anyway because you came over here illegally. All right? I love y'all. I'm about to get up off here. And like I always say, if you don't know Christ, I got to always lead you to Christ. Because I am a Christian, but I had to come in here and tell them what's real, y'all. I can't sugarcoat what's going on because these people are when we keep telling you we down there seeing how these people vote, seeing what these people voting on, seeing how they can't stand us, and we're down there watching these people. These are your Hispanic KKK. The mask is off. This is who these people are. All right? They showing you. And they don't care nothing about what we're saying, especially in our community, the Freedman community. They didn't already thought they was going to take over. So they don't care nothing about what we're saying. And we know that this invasion is the detriment to our community because it's pushing us out, our communities, and they are coming in and taking over. And we're not getting ready to allow it. All right? And so we're together with that. We're fighting for everybody. Everybody in Chicago, we're fighting for. Period. All right? I'm just talking to my freedmen because we are the ones who still on the Democrat plantation. Everybody else off. Everybody else get it. We the ones still stuck on stupid. So we have to wake up. We have to wake up, y'all. Because it's affecting our community the most. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And if you are not saved, if you don't know Christ, if you don't know him, then all you got to do is repent, confess, believe. That's it. Repent for your sins, whatever you're doing that you know is wrong, whatever you're doing that you know you shouldn't be doing, ask God to forgive you and remain it. Then confess, that Jesus is Lord, that he's the Son of God, that he died for your sins, and he rose with all power in his hands. So you confess it, you believe, you confess, you repent, and then you just ask God to come into your life. Ask him to give him all of you. Take all of you and take all of you and give you all of him. That's what you do. Take all of me, Lord, and give me all of you. That's what I want to say. All right. I love you all. I love you all so much. Let's take our city back. We're going to do this. Hey, we ready. Say we ready, y'all. We ready. We ready to take back our city, our country, and our state. Love y'all. All right.